Hello, viewers. Our topic today is OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder. Starting with the introduction. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a mental disorder whose main symptoms include obsessions and compulsions, driving the person to engage in unwanted, oftentimes distressing behaviors or thoughts. The obsessions are usually related to a sense of harm, risk, or injury. The common obsessions included here is the concern about the contamination, doubt, fear of loss or letting go, fear of physically injuring someone. Its treatment is done through a combination of psychiatric and medications, which is then psychotherapy, which is used here. Next is the definitions as the obsessions which are recurrent and persistent thoughts and impulses or images that cause distressing emotions such as anxiety and disgust. These intrusive thoughts cannot be settled by logic or reasoning. Typical obsessions include excessive concerns about contamination or harm, the need for symmetry or exactness, or forbidden sexual or religious thoughts. Next is the compulsion, as the compulsions are repetitive behaviors or mental acts that a person feels driven to perform in response to an obsession. The behaviors are aimed at preventing or reducing distress or a feared situation. Although the compulsion may bring some relief to a worry, the obsession returns, the cycle repeats over and over again. Some of the common compulsions include cleaning, repeating, checking, ordering, or arranging, mental compulsions, etc. Next is the definition of OCD. OCD is a common chronic and long lasting disorder in which a person has uncontrollable, recurring thoughts, obsessions, and behaviors that he or she feels the urge to repeat over and over. An obsession is defined as an idea, impulse, or image which intrude into conscious awareness repeatedly. Disorders. What is the causes of disorder? First is the biological factor. People with the first degree relative, parent or sibling with the OCD have 5 times greater risk of having the illness. Identical twins having more chance of developing OCD, such as compared to the dizygotic twins. Then psychoanalytical theory. According to Freud, psychoanalytical theory of OCD arises when unacceptable wishes and impulses from the id are only partially repressed. They cause the anxiety. Ego defense mechanism is used to reduce that anxiety. These defense mechanisms are used unconsciously in the form of acts such as hand washing. These acts are thought to be a symbolically undo the unacceptable id impulses. Then, behavior theory explains the obsessions as a conditioned stimulus to anxiety. Compulsions have been described as learned behavior that decreases the anxiety associated with the obsessions. This decrease in anxiety positively reinforces the compulsive acts and they become stable learned behavior. Next is the neuroanatomical factors. There is evidence that abnormal brain structure and activity in the patient with OCD. These abnormalities are found in the pathway linking the lobes with the basal ganglia. Then serotonin deficiency is there as the neuroanatomical factors. OCD sufferers have too little serotonin for their nerve cells to communicate effectively. Classification of OCD is into 3 clinical subtypes accordingly to the symptoms: predominantly obsessive thought or rumination, predominantly compulsive acts. Next is the mixed obsessional thoughts and acts. Then clinical features of the OCD: washes, obsessional rituals. This is the most common type. Here the obsession is of contamination with the dirt, germs, body excretions and the like. The compulsion is washing the hands or the whole body repeatedly many a times a day. It usually spreads onto the washing of clothes, bathroom, bedroom, doorknobs and personal articles gradually. The person tries to avoid contamination but unable to, so washing becomes a ritual. Okay. Then checkers, obsessional doubt. In this person, the person has multiple doubts that the activities may not have been completed inadequately. For example, the door has not been locked, kitchen gas has been left open, counting of money was not exact, and etc. The compulsion, of course, is checking repeatedly to remove the doubt. Any attempts to stop the checking leads to mounting anxiety before one doubt has been cleared. The other doubts may creep in. Next is the pure obsession. Then obsessional thoughts are there. Then obsessional images, obsessional impulses, obsessional ruminations. Then Primary obsessive slowing symmetry. It is characterized by several obsessive thoughts and ideas, extensive and compulsive rituals in the relative absence of the manifested anxiety. This leads to marked slowness in the daily activity. Usually, the person demands on being need for symmetry and precise arranging. So, in order to neutralize it, they will continue ordering, arranging, balancing, straightening until just right or perfect in their eyes. Then diagnosis of OCD can be suggested by demonstration of realistic behavior that is irrational or excessive. MRI and CT scan shows large enlarged basal ganglia in some patient. PET, which is positron emission tomography, shows increased glucose metabolism in part of the basal ganglia. Then ICD-10 criteria, which shows its diagnosis. Then treatment modalities, it is psychotherapy, pharmacological treatment, ECD, self-help and coping, psychosurgery. Then psychodynamic and the psychotherapy. This can be used for the patients who are psychologically oriented. The therapy is based on the psychoanalysis in which the patient is made conscious about their unconscious thoughts and motivations, thus gaining insight. Then psychodynamic and the psychotherapy. A woman comes to a therapist stating that she is chronically late and has done everything that she can do to change his thought, a variety of organizational tools and methods, but not to avail. Her behavior is interfering with her work and relationships. The therapist and the client discover that being early or even on the time put her at risk of waiting for the person that she was meeting. Waiting evoked uncomfortable needs feelings, especially when she was waiting for someone or whom she was reliant. This, in part, had roots in traumatic experiences in her childhood around being forgotten by her parents and having to wait for them. In those situations, she had felt helpless, frightening, and dependent. With the help of her therapist, she gradually grew to tolerate her needful and dependent feelings, and with that, no longer needed to eliminate these feelings either by being late or through other problematic behavior. Next is the cognitive behavior therapy. During treatment sessions, patients are exposed to the situations that create anxiety and provoke compulsive behavior and mental rituals. Through exposure, patients learn to decrease and then stop the rituals that consume their lives. So, they find here that the anxiety arising from their obsessions lessens without engaging in the ritualistic behavior. This technique works well for the patient whose compulsions focus on situations that can be recreated easily. Pharmacological treatment is by benzodiazepines, then antidepressants, antipsychotics, example haloperidol, risperidone, olanzapine. Then ECT, which is electroconvulsive therapy, is also there. Then self-help and coping mechanism. Then psychosurgery include anterior cligotomy, then capsulotomy, then limbic leucotomy. Nursing management is here as social impairment, then obsessive thoughts, repetitive worries and repeating and counting images and words, compulsive behaviors, repetitive activities such as like touching, counting, doing and undoing. Then nursing diagnosis, severe anxiety related to obsessional thoughts and impulses as evidenced by repetitive actions and decreased social functioning, ineffective individual coping, altered related to underdeveloped ego, punitive superego, avoidance learning, possible biochemical changes as evidenced by realistic behavior, altered role performance related to the need to perform rituals as evidenced by inability to fulfill usual patterns of responsibility. Then chronic low self-esteem related to the obsessional thoughts and rituals evidenced by social isolation and low self-confidence, and sleep pattern disturbances related to obsessional doubts and fears manifested by repetitive checking of the doors and not sleeping properly. To reduce anxiety, what you have to do is establish a relationship through the use of empathy and warmth, acknowledge behavior without focusing attention on it, then assist the client to learn stress management, and then give positive reinforcement for the non-compulsive behavior, and assist the client to find ways to set limits on their own behaviors. Then to reduce the obsessional compulsion, work with the patient to determine the type of situation that increase the anxiety and result in such behavior, then meet the patient dependency needs, then provide positive reinforcement and support the patient effort to explore the meaning and the purpose of behavior, then provide structured scheduled activities for patient, including adequate time for performing rituals, and help the patient learn ways of interpreting obsessive thoughts. Then improve the roles related to responsibilities. How you can do, determine the patient previous role within the family and extend it to which the role is altered by illness. Then encourage the patient to discuss conflicts evident with the family system. Explore the available options for changes for adjustment in the role. Then practice through role play. Provide positive reinforcement. Then differences from other anxiety disorders as phobia, panic disorders, a generalized anxiety disorder. This is the reference from where it has been taken. Then through internet also. Then your assignment would be to write down the role and responsibility of a nurse in the treatment and care of the patient with the OCD. Thank you.